Hey guys, welcome back. Another day, another video, I guess. So today we are going to go pick up a few things that we bought at the last night's auction. Kind of funny. And then we are going to drop off the heads to the Turboat Sierra, since we did strip that motor to get the heads done, and I got to drop off the clutch for machining as well. So we have the clutch for the SRT. Parts are supposed to be here this week. And then if you watched yesterday's video, we stripped the 6-liter here just to do new heads and new LS9 gasket kit and some new head studs. So we gotta drop them off at the machine shop, and then I'm gonna run over and pick up a few things we bought at the auction. Now, bought my little guy a nice brand new trampoline, but we did buy 2 things for the channel, guys, so we will go through that afterwards and show you what we bought when it comes time. So hopefully it's a nice day. It looks like it's going to be a nice day. The only thing I need to do is pick up this clutch. So we have a clutch. I really can't wait to get this stuff cleaned up. So here's the Turboat Civic truck that we're building, guys. That engine bay looks pretty sick. I know I've been slacking. Please don't kill me on that. This whole back of the garage is actually quite a mess due to the fact of the cube van being sold. So there is our ACT clutch. Hopefully it will actually come out pretty good. So we'll put that in the back of the Camaro. We are going to take the drop top into town and pick up our stuff. It's too nice of a day not to take the Camaro convertible. Top down. I think the pollen has it dirty. Man, that car needs to be worked on. Oh yeah, you guys look at the dirt. Look at the pollen on this poor car. So we'll just drop this in here. We got our heads in there. For anyone that's new to the channel and owns a Camaro, I end up buying $140 headers and a $300 exhaust for this. So that video will be coming soon, because hell, if we can get Camaros for $100 some odd and a $300 exhaust and it actually sounds good, why not, is the way I'm going to look at it. You can't own a convertible and not put the top down, so we're going to leave it at that, guys. We're going to run in, borrow my buddy's truck, get the few things that we bought. You need to check out what we got. It's going to be hilarious, and we will go from there. And then today we're going to work on the SRT some. So if you're new to the channel and you're not familiar with the SRT, it is going to be a big Turboat SRT. We've got all the parts for it. We just literally have to wait for the stuff to come in the mail so we can put it together. Hoping for like 400 horsepower to the wheels, guys. It's a 50 trim, dual ball bearing, with a whole bunch of mods. We'll check it out later on today, so stay tuned. Okay, so we picked up a few things from the auction. Let's see what we got for the channel this time. So these are an Amazon auction, if you've ever done them before. So someone's bought it, returned it for one reason or another. 9 times out of 10 it's brand new, as you're going to see. This is right here. So we have a Chemical Brothers polishing pad conditioner. We have a polishing pad cleaner. And then we're going to have some, there is a polisher. And then we have a whole bunch of buffing wheels through Chemical Guys as well. So we got ourselves a 13-piece polishing kit from Chemical Guys. So I paid like 1/3 of the price of that. This is the other thing for another project. And as you guys see here, we have ourselves bike. So this is a gas-powered kit for a motorcycle. So it should be a motor and stuff like that. Now, I don't have a pedal bike I want to put this on, because let's face it, who'd want to do that? But there's carburetor, there's the sprocket, there's the motor. Let's see here, what is in this one? So you got your brakes, you got your, looks like your throttle and stuff as well. Looks like a little bit of an exhaust. And then we have our gas tank there. What could we really use this for? As you guys asked, we're gonna put it in this Viper, and then we are going to make ourselves a nice little car show getter and stuff like that. So it's gonna be an 80cc 2-stroke motor coming out of the hood, and then we'll have a gas and a brake, and we're gonna rig it up that way. So that is going to be a future project, but it is kind of cool. We did get that for like $40. It's regular like 2 something. So it plans out pretty good for us from getting the stuff that you've seen. And it is time to do a little work for the SRT. God, look at this. This was just cleaned a day ago. My poor Camaro. Whew, that's terrible. You couldn't even tell this is a carbon fiber hood. Look how dirty it is. Like, that is nasty. And the SRT, where it's black, is even worse. Now, mind you, this was cleaned 2 or 3 days ago. Whew. Take a look at it. And then the black Camaro, I can't get over it. The blue truck's even worse too. Like, that's terrible. That is terrible. I don't even want to touch it. And then the black Camaro is no better. That is not what I was coming outside to do. I was coming outside because the parts are coming for the SRT this week. The exhaust is coming Wednesday. Some stuff from Modern Performance is supposed to be here Wednesday as well. So I need to get some cams ready. So like I was saying, parts are coming Wednesday. We have some parts here that are just sitting here. Lower slave. I was saying, with parts showing up Wednesday, we need to get the cams out of my 2-liter. This 2-liter I bought years ago. It has a set of Crowler 2.3s. I do have cam gears off an SRT because they're different than the 2.4s. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the head off. Probably just cut the timing belt because I don't need it. And then I'll take the 2.3s out. That way they're out. Now, I did get my rotors back, my Wilwood rotors back from the machine shop. They just machined them for me. I have them sitting here in the corner as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the header off. I'm going to clean up this corner so I can fit probably 2 more blocks in here, because I do have 2 more 2-overhead cam motors, which are in the other bay. So we're going to get this cleaning, guys. So we got the head disassembled and the cams out. As you guys will see, I did put the pieces back in the same way they went, just so that way, I don't know if they're like shaped differently. I was always told that they should go back the same way. So cams are now out, and then I'm just gonna set the cam gear back in spot, or the cam gear. I'm gonna set the valve cover back in spot, and then I'm just gonna put a rag over it. That way it doesn't get dirty, and you know, all the nuts and bolts are there. So that is that. Good news, I guess. Bad news, I haven't decided yet. The cams are over here. I've already ran the part numbers on the cams. They are Crowler cams, which I already knew. I thought I was told they were 2.3s, which is a decent size cam. They're actually, in fact, Crowler 3.4s. I'm unsure if that's going to be too big of a cam for a 50 trim, because the turbo isn't really that big, but I'm going to do a little bit of research to find out. Either way, I'm going to run them. Now, the water pump, timing belt, everything's supposed to be here Wednesday with the exhaust. I've not heard back from DCR, so I'm going to probably order a local head gasket kit somewhere local and just put a steel head gasket in for now. And then later on, I can do the DCR head gasket when it's in the car. Kind of a pain in the butt to do it twice, but quite frankly, I want to get the car on the road, get it tuned, and get it out there hurting some feelings. So, you know, that's what I want to do. I don't want to wait. So, you know, hopefully this works out in my favor. I don't know. I'm hoping for a mid 400 horsepower car. Our gas sucks. So I'm probably going to be lucky to see a high 3, low 400. So time will tell. I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I don't think you really want me to see cleaning up this mess that I have on the go. So I'm going to sweep up. I'm going to move some stuff around. And I really do plan on, if we go this way, I'll show you. So in here is all my spare motors and stuff since that cube van's been gone. So what's going to happen is this motor is for the SRT. That intake manifold's going on the SRT. Those two dual cam motors are going to go over in the corner with the other one. And then I'll start moving some of that stuff around. So there's another intake manifold there. You got your catch can, and there's my transmission there. So tomorrow I'm hoping to get these out, get the transmission painted, get the motor disassembled and painted as well. And that way Wednesday when it comes, I can put the clutch on, mount it all together, and hopefully Wednesday have it in. Which means Thursday, Friday, I hope to have the car together and running, and then we can take it to get tuned, I'm hoping. So I might have to do a little bit of playing around, considering that the intake manifold has a little bit of a straight edge, so I'm gonna have to make my own charge pipe by the looks of it, and then just move some stuff around. So that is where we're at right now. The Civic truck is still sitting here, guys. I don't know if you guys have seen this build, but we are waiting on the clutch for this. It's been ordered 2 weeks ago and it's still not here. So when the clutch comes for the Civic truck, we'll get the motor in, we'll get the new VTEC head on, we'll do the timing, we'll do the water pump, head gasket, we'll put the turbo on this, and then I can start mocking up this engine bay. I don't know if you guys have ever really seen this, but it's really dusty, but look how, like, there's nothing. Looks really good. This brown is a gorgeous color, even how dirty it is. Now, obviously, I still need to put the master cylinder in. I got to paint the master. I got to paint the mounts. They're just sitting there right now. I'm going to end up painting the mounts. And I just put the rad in place just so it's one less thing. And the intercooler should be sitting down there as well. So, and the headlights aren't obviously the ones that are staying in here. We're going to do retrofits and stuff. These just got them up off the ground. Once the motor and tranny's in this, I'll take the doors off, the fenders off, paint the inside of the jams, slap them back together, get the hood back on once the motor and tranny is in, and then we can start doing the body work on this. Unfortunately, this looks like just a table right now due to the fact that everything's in this garage since the cube van has sold. So like a lot of this stuff will be picked up when the SRT is done, so like that, the coolant, the intercoolers for the NYG, there's the turbo there for this, and there's the AGP stuff. There's stuff everywhere. So I'm hoping a lot of this will be picked up once we start moving along with projects. Basically, 2 motors, 2 transmissions is off the ground, and then some turbo kits and intercoolers will help this garage space a lot. And then I'll move those 2 motors up front. The EcoBoost motor here out of my Ford Taurus, that was the world's cheapest Ford Taurus. If you guys have not seen it up on the screen, guys, check it out. We bought it with a blow-on motor. This had bad blow-by. I'm going to keep it, so I'll stick that over in the corner, and it should clean up this whole area. I'm only keeping that motor because I want to build it, because I plan on keeping the Taurus. So I'd like to get some rods and pistons and see what we can actually do with that. Or, you know, it's good to tear down to see what actually happened to it. I'm thinking a cracked piston, because the amount of blow-by was just ridiculous. So we're going to leave it at that, guys. I'm going to clean up on my own time. I do appreciate you guys checking me out. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I do appreciate you guys checking me out. And don't forget to stay tuned for the dyno day. What's it going to make for power? Leave a comment down below. It is a 50 trim turbo, Crowler 2.3s. God, 3-inch exhaust, no cat. It has meth, intake manifold, injectors, obviously, all the good stuff. So leave a comment, let me know what you think it's going to make down in the description, and we will go from there. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one.